beautiful beings. Welcome to another video. We're starting off with some homestead chores. Good rising, everyone. Good rising. Who wants to come out first? Let's do the babies first. Hi, babies. Can you see this dragging trail? When we first got this coop, I remember someone saying, you should put wheels on it to turn it into a chicken tractor. And I was like, no, that's too much work. And now look at me dragging this coop when it would have been so much easier if it had wheels. But it's all good. These babies are getting so big, they're almost ready to integrate. Are you all almost ready to integrate with the big boys? This is always the first one who comes out with so much anger. I wonder if it's a rooster. Come on out, everybody. Are you nervous because I'm standing here? Hi. See the energy this one has? Still coming for me. They're doing such a great job at free ranging. They really don't go much further than this little wooded area right here. They get up in there and climb up in those branches and eat bugs, and they're loving it. But they're getting really big. It's almost time. So usually we only use this dog area for if we have guests doing some work on the house or something and we need to put the dogs away because they're, you know, being disruptive, or if they just want to have a place to chill when it's raining. You know, they have igloo there, they have their beds over here. But last night I'm putting Aura to sleep and barking, 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 barking. They would not stop barking. So they had to be put away because it's nice and far away from the house, and they wouldn't be able to wake up Aura anymore because they continued to wake her up like 3 times in a row. Right? You guys got in trouble? You got put away? I'd much rather them be out, because then if anything, you know, coyotes or an intruder, they're here to take care of it. But when they're waking up Aura over and over and over, now you have to sleep in here. Let's see if there's an egg. I've got to get Tomas to come clean up some of this stuff. Oh, there it is. 2 eggs. Amazing. We put this screen here, but I actually prefer it to be chicken wire like this one, because then it won't break. So this is going to be chicken wire soon. Tomas is going to come add that. He's going to come remove these concrete bags, some of these tools up here, and then we're going to paint all of this to make it look a little nicer. Put up some more perches for the chickens because they like to sleep up high. And then I'm going to add some curtains to these nesting boxes because they do prefer like ultimate privacy for laying. And I think I want to put a light in here as well. It'll help these ladies continue to lay throughout the winter time when there's less sun. All right, you ready to go out? Come on. Out you go. Have a great day. Go ahead, Phoenix. Probably waiting on some treats. Thanks for your eggs, Dot. Can you give some advice to the other ladies on how to lay? There's Phoenix over there. Not 1 egg from her yet. Hannah, that wasn't nice. Karen over there. She's a pretty small hen. No eggs from her yet. Jade is such a good hen protector. You see how he scoots them away from the humans or the danger? He's like, hey, hey, get over here. It's not safe for you. Watch. See? Jade, you really think I'm going to hurt your ladies? There he goes again. He puts those feathers down. You're such a good boy. He really is a good boy. And he lets me pet him and love on him, which is a good sign for a rooster because you all know I've had history of aggressive roosters in the past. So that's Emerald. Emerald hasn't laid any eggs either. She is a black copper Moran, so she's supposed to be laying like even darker eggs than this. This is an olive egger. Emerald's eggs are supposed to be like chocolate, like dark, dark, dark chocolate. Not one egg yet. That's Yellowfoot, my sweet boy rooster. He's a good boy too. He's gorgeous, isn't he? I love his bright yellow feet. Phoenix is a German Bilderfiedler. I don't know how to pronounce it. And she is supposed to just lay regular pink colored eggs. Uh-oh, look. Babies are coming to chat. And Jade never lets the babies come socialize. They're not going to hurt you ladies, Jade. Just let them come. Doesn't trust. Who's still in the coop? Oh, that's Karen on the other side. Karen is quite a character. I just love looking back and seeing all of my chickens. And I can't wait for them to all integrate together. So it's really like a big, nice flock of beautiful babies. Now to feed the dogs. We have a fun day in store, and I have a little surprise for you. Look who's here. We are gonna go take Aura to the pumpkin patch today. We're really excited. I've actually never been to a pumpkin patch, and we're gonna maybe do hay rides, corn maze.
Yeah, whatever they have.
Whatever they have over there at Lane.
We do all the things.
All the things. But before we go, I am making us some fuel, a delicious smoothie for us to drink on the way there, and some matcha. Milk is heating up on the stove. And you know what that means. When we talk about matcha on the Earth Home and Medicine channel, we have to plug The Reserve. Thank you for sponsoring today's video, The Reserve. They are my favorite place to source any and all superfood powders that I need. I've shown you before in many videos my drawer full of superfood powders from The Reserve. And they've rolled out a few new things and they've upgraded their supplies. And I have here some of their new stuff and some of my favorites. So in my smoothie, I'm definitely going to be putting some elderberry because this is the perfect time to be supporting immune health. Elderberry helps balance the mood. It helps increase energy, fight stress, but most of all, it is a major cold and flu relief plant. It also helps with allergies a bit. Look how beautiful this is. Oh, organic elderberry that's been dried and put in this lovely package for us. It also is great for inflammation. So I'm gonna add some of that to today's smoothie. And I have lion's mane here. This is also an adaptogen that helps balance the mood and fight stress and increase energy. But these medicinal mushrooms, as you've heard from me before, are great for the gut. And lion's mane specifically is wonderful for brain health. So this is like a perfect superfood to put in your coffee or a smoothie in the morning that you can use before you go to school, before you take your classes, if you want to focus and you want to really sharpen your mind. Lion's mane is the way to go. Ashwagandha and maca is what I told you about a few videos ago, are my favorite pre-workout combo and are fabulous for boosting endurance and boosting muscle strength. So we are going to be going out and walking all along this pumpkin patch and running after a little Aura. So I'm going to also put some of these in our smoothie, but I have some open ones here. And this is their blue spirulina. You've seen me make some fun blue creations with this. I think once I made some blue cookies. Anything that you put blue spirulina in, it's going to turn like major blue. Look at that color. And a little tablespoon goes a long way. This is an algae, just like you've seen green spirulina also has that really intense color. This is blue. It's a powerful antioxidant, great for the mind, great for gut health, and anti-inflammatory. So I'm gonna add that to this milk when we make our matcha. What do you have? Can I see that? Oh, wow. This is some corn from our garden. It's so beautiful. Thank you. If you ever need entertainment for your toddler, Miss Rachel on YouTube is amazing. Her channel is called Songs for Littles, and she's like a virtual preschool teacher, basically. She teaches them sign language, she teaches words, and she like does close-ups of her mouth to show how to pronounce things. It's so educational. Aura's learned words from her, and she's so captivating. Aura really likes her. And if you're someone who prefers to get some blends to make it a little bit easier for you to get all of these wonderful benefits, you can get some of their blends. So I love using this immunity booster blend. Again, perfect time, as you all know, to be boosting your immune system. So it's got elderberry, echinacea, astragalus, and reishi, that medicinal mushroom. Or you can use their energy and mood mushroom blend. It's all adaptogenic mushrooms, wonderful for stress, balancing your mood, increasing energy, and also sharpening your mind. And then they have a superfood dressing. It's anti-inflammatory and refreshing. Alfalfa, lemon, ginger, kale, basil, mint, rosemary. Oh yeah. And of course, organic matcha. This is my favorite matcha. Let's put it in. There it is, just a little bit more. Oh yeah. Amazing. Oh yes. So really, the blue spirulina gave us this darker green. Didn't get much blue this time. Probably would have had to add more, but I'm a little stingy with my spirulina. And for the magic, in here I have 2 bananas, blueberries, and coconut water. And of course, our powders from the reserve. Oh yeah, look at that. Fuel and nutrition for a lovely road trip to the pumpkin patch. I've got my blueberry banana smoothie with ashwagandha, maca, and elderberry for our immune systems as we are out in public today, and some matcha with some adaptogens in it for stress and mood elevating, and of course, long sustained energy. If you're looking for a place to get your superfood powders, you already know the Reserve is the place to do it, especially matcha. They have the most high grade quality matcha, organic and ceremonial for you, ultra premium. It's fabulous, and I've been using it for years. I've been using all their powders for years in my smoothies and my teas and my drinks, and they are wonderful people to work with. I love the women that work there that I've spoken to over the years. Shout out to you, Anna. They have treated us and my subscribers like family, because unlike any other company I work with, they are offering you 50, not 10, not 20, 50% off for a whole month when you click that link below. You're getting half off of their high quality organic products. So grant yourself some help today. Gift yourself something that's going to elevate you. Use that link below in the description. Let me know in the comments what you ended up getting. I love hearing what you guys ended up ordering and tagging me on Instagram and tagging the Reserve of your creations that you make with their products. Thanks again for sponsoring this video. Let's get on the road. We're ready for a nap, huh? We managed to bring a few corn cobs home, so a souvenir for the chickens. There you go. Jade's checking it out. Fresh corn. Yay! I could be a wawashkeshi, a deer. That's... Or a bebezigoganzi, a horse. A horse. A buffalo. What does it sound? Oh, thank you. Beautiful beings. It is a new day. This is a gorgeous day. It's like the most perfect temperature, the most perfect amount of sunshine, the most perfect amount of wind. Hi, babies. Oh, my babies. I'll give you some treats. I was going to have a deep talk with you, but let's postpone that for some chicken treats. Enjoy! I've also started another compost pile over here that I throw seed on so they can scratch it down, put some manure in there. And that can be my own little chicken compost pile. Okay, back to our walk. Or is taking a nap, as you saw. And I just got done doing some breath work. A huge part of the healing process for me during this big life reconstruction, as I will call it so lovingly, is breath work. Because breath work is a state shifting practice that I use for deep self-exploration. And not only me, everyone that uses breath work. It really harnesses the power of your own body so that you can dig deeper into consciousness. And in doing that, you end up revealing your own inner healer. It is so incredibly powerful to hyper-oxygenate your lungs to access those higher realms of consciousness, of awareness. And when we're doing that breath work, I'm also able to access an altered state of consciousness. And this doesn't mean being trippy out or, you know, hallucinating or anything like that. It's really accessing that which is true human essence, which is what we are really meant to be and exist in this lifetime. You know, humans have done a really good job at adding on to what the human experience is supposed to be with our ego. So fear and war and competition and lies and money and all of the extra stuff, when really we are here to be and to experience God, which is us. We are God in its own image, and we are here to experience this beautiful planet, and our souls have come here to experience what it's like to be human. And it's actually supposed to be blissful and beautiful and full of light. And there is darkness. I'm not saying that we are supposed to be frilly unicorns out frolicking in the sunset. All of it is part of the human experience, but the ego is a tool that we need to learn to separate ourselves from. So the ego helps us navigate that 3D world, But when we can really sit and access that 5D world, it just makes being a human so much more blissful. So I say all that to say my breathwork session was rooted mostly in Kundalini yoga practices, which most of it is breathwork and accessing that energy that's rooted in the base of our spine that so many different religions have spoken about in many different ways. So I try not to get caught up in Kundalini and the teachers that have really made it popular and the whole culture of it, and just keep it very simple and remember that this was actually, these practices, this breathwork has been used for thousands and thousands of years by so many different religions and teachers, and most of it has actually traced back to Kemetic times. And so it's really in all of our blood, because don't all of us stem really from that, right? That blood, that motherland of Africa. I'm going down a rant. I really just wanted to tell you about my breathwork session. We can go down the route of Kemetic and Egypt and Africa and the basis of all human blood and history another day, because I'm not an expert on that either. So hey, if you have something to chime in the comments, I would love to learn from you. But I just wanted to say that breathwork has been practiced for thousands of years, probably by all of your ancestors at one point, to expand your consciousness, to access healing and insight, to gain clarity and vision, which is, now I've been using it for all of the above, but wow, the breathwork has been giving me so much clarity as to what I want out of my life now, and visions on where I am to be spending my energy now and in the future. And God, I mean, if you watch my breakup video, you know I have been really existing in a state of confusion and a state of feeling uneasy. And that was rooted in a lot of different things. But in breathwork, I come back to myself and I can hear a little bit easier, a little bit clearer what my soul's true intention is in this life. So it feels good. It feels good to practice, to breathe. I was doing some right and left nostril breathing, which is great to isolate the different parts of the energy centers of the body. And we know that the right side has been known to be masculine and the left side is feminine energy. So when you isolate the right nostril or the left nostril, and as you're breathing through the right nostril, you're only imagining your right side of your body. You're sending energy all throughout your masculine flow. And it's so helpful to me to sort of wake up and then balance the two. And maybe I'll make another video about balancing the masculine and feminine, because that's a really long, that can be a 10-15 minute video in itself, talking about how useful that is for us to do, and how so much these days, especially women, we are encouraged, indoctrinated, taught to exist in our masculine, because this has evolved into a patriarchal world, a patriarchal system that we all operate in, and that benefits from us truly living in our masculine and operating from it predominantly. So right, left side breathing is so relaxing too. Oh my God, it's so relaxing. So if you want to feel energized, you can right side breathe. Plug your left nostril and right side breathe. Try it. If you're feeling really tired, try right side breathing for a minute. And if you feel like you really need to tone down your nervous system and calm down, relax, even if it's before bed, before a job interview, before a date, before anything, try plugging your right nostril and breathing through your left and letting that left side flow. Ooh, it's pretty potent. It's good. And yeah, some other Kundalini practices that I think I'd love to talk about in the future in another video. But yesterday was really awesome, taking Aura to, we thought they were gonna have a pumpkin patch. Turns out they did not have a pumpkin patch this year. And I've heard, I think I posted about pumpkins on Instagram, and a farmer wrote me saying that most of Zone 8, this area, I'm in Midwest Georgia, and this whole entire Zone 8 has had a rough time with pumpkins this year because we had an extremely wet summer. And that's exactly what happened to my pumpkins and a lot of my squash. They all rotted out and had a hard time with all of this rain, especially in this clayey area. So they didn't even have their pumpkins this year. So we just had fun doing the rest of the stuff. There is a corn maze. The hay ride was really fun, and we got some yummy treats, peach pie, peach cobbler, because they have huge peach orchards there and pecan orchards. So we got pecans and some souvenirs to take home, and that was really nice. And I cannot even explain to you how magical it is and how grateful I am to spend time together as a family, all three of us. After all of this, there's been so much pain and confusion, and we've been working through a lot, but God, we've been doing a really good job at trying to understand each other so that we can come together in the name of being parents, but also come together because we miss each other and we love each other, and we want things to be as good as they can, you know? So yeah, as you saw, if you saw Matt's video that he uploaded yesterday, if not, I'll put it right here and a link in the description to check out his channel. His channel is growing so rapidly, and thank you all for supporting him as he tries to carve out his own path, doing his channel and his store. I'm proud of him for like just diving into creating content. He's gotten so good at editing, and he's got his own flavor, and it's so different from mine, but it's like so fun to watch his videos and how he creates. So check out his last video, but he was here in his last video, and so yeah, he's here. We've been trying to sort out some apartment stuff for him, but in the meantime, it's been really nice to just have him here. And I won't be too quick to name any conclusions as to what the future is for us and what it's looked like with him being here, but it's been really good. And couples therapy is nice too. It's really nice to have, finally, for once throughout the separation, a completely unbiased person being a part of this, you know? I think both of us can say that it's been rough to navigate the separation, and then also leaning on the help and the guidance of our family and friends that no matter how much they try, they cannot be unbiased, you know? My family, my friends are looking out for me, and they love me, and they know me more than they know Matt. And the same thing for Matt's family and friends. And so now we have this awesome woman who is there to just help. She does not know us. She's just there to help us navigate the challenges that have risen in our relationship. And it gives me so much hope. So that's all I'll say about that. Oh, beautiful beings. It's about time to plant this October garden, this fall garden. I am seriously slacking. I won't even say I'm slacking. I'm not. It's just, there's been a lot going on, you know, being a mama and being a business owner and doing all the things. But you know how much I love the garden. It's just, I have been trying to sort out if I want to direct sow things or if I want to start seedlings in the house. And at this point, we're in the middle of October. It's looking like I'm probably going to direct sow a lot of stuff, which is harder and more dangerous because seedlings have a harder time making it outside sometimes when they're so tiny. But you got to do what you got to do. Will you comment below and let me know how your gardens are going? Do any of you have fall gardens blossoming and emerging from the soil?
Mommy,
Aura. You see Aura? And I'm Mama.
Mama.
Yes, and Mama's on the camera. Mama, Mama. Aura, Aura.
Yeah, like that.
Okay, beautiful beings. We're here at the end. It was a lovely day. I just got done with my entheogen facilitator training class for today. We have classes every Sunday and Wednesday. I'll talk more about that in another video because you all have heard me talk about, I have to be careful what I say, but I'll just put the link below. to one of my teachers and friends who is helping facilitate this entheogen facilitator training, also known as psychedelic facilitator training. That's all I will say here on YouTube. My hair is looking a little weird because I washed it, and it's like, you know, it's got that shrinkage right now, like a little Orphan Annie bun, because I did a deep clean wash, and then I'm gonna do apple cider vinegar rinse with lemon juice and baking soda. And then I'm going to do a clay rinse, just really, really getting rid of all the buildup, cleaning out the follicles of my hair, because it's been a while since I got a deep clean like that. And then, guess what, ladies and gents? I think I'm gonna lock my hair up. My phone died, but I wanted to say that I am going to be locking my hair up, and I wanna know what you all will think. Next time you see me, I'm gonna have my little short locks starting out in the journey. I'm excited. I'm tired of taking care of this hair. It's been a long time coming of dreaming about locks and wondering what I would look like and always wanting to experience them, but chickening out every time. And so I think now's a good time. I'm smack dab in the middle of my Saturn return. Lots of life transformations taking place. So I'm gonna jump into the spiritual journey of having locks. All of you who have locks, drop tips below, please, if you have them. And that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'll see you in the comments. Peace.